Hey Toy Addicts, it's Jody. I gotta show you this bag of Cabbage Patch Kid awesomeness. There's so many cool Cabbage Patch Kids in here. And I loved these as a kid. I still have a ton of them in the attic. And so let's open it up and see what's in here. So first we have a little bald baby. And you can see she's got a dress and little matching panties, and she's holding the doll. That was a pretty typical pose for these, I guess you'd call them posables. The arms move, and some of them the legs move too. You can see on her that her legs wouldn't really go up and down like this, but this gal is holding an ice cream cone. She's got ribbons in her hair. She's a cute redhead. Cabbage Patch Dolls came out in the mainstream in 1983. They actually came out before that. You could actually get Cabbage Patch Dolls like in Georgia at their Babyland General. They were handmade though, so once they agreed to mass produce them by Coleco, that's when they hit the market and got huge. And most people have heard the story about how that first year the Cabbage Patch Dolls at Christmas time, it was just crazy. Moms and dads fighting each other to get their kids a Cabbage Patch doll. But what happened after that for all the kids who didn't get a Cabbage Patch doll, or even after that Christmas, because they were still in huge demand, her little ribbons, is that you would have to wait. So what we would do, what we had to do, is you would go to Toys R Us and you would pay your fee for your Cabbage Patch doll, and then you would get on a waiting list. And I don't know if they didn't call you or what the deal was. Oh, look, she's got a little ice cream cone. See, a lot of these are holding things. So I don't know if they would call you or what the deal was, but I remember we would go in. We lived right by a Toys R Us. So we would go in. He's a stamper. Look it. Superstar. That's awesome. We would go into the Toys R Us about once a week just to find out if we had gotten up on the list yet. This is a little boy with a football. Look how cute he is. And we'd find out if they had gotten new shipments to see if we were up any higher on the list. She's holding a spoon and she's got 4 braids. And just generally annoy the people at Toys R Us, because you could always tell they were annoyed by all the people waiting in line at the service desk just to find out where they were on the Cabbage Patch Kids list. And it was so exciting when they finally came in. I remember ordering one in February, and it did not come in. It came in and right like the day after my birthday, which is June 4th. So it took that long. It took 4 months to get a Cabbage Patch Kid. She's got a little teddy bear. Oh, and a Care Bear snuck in there. There's another little boy playing baseball. And this is a more like a PVC minifigure. He's not posable at all. And here's a Kusa, which were the pets of the Cabbage Patch Kids that came out later. And she's not holding anything, which is unusual. But her dress is really printed in graphic. Sort of the late 80s, early 90s Memphis style. This is one of the ones that I had. Love her. And I had a Cabbage Patch Kid who was blonde. She didn't have ponytails like that. She just had loops. I really wanted one with ponytails, but all they had was loops, so I took her. And her name was Jenny Lee. Oh, and these baby ones were my favorite. She's under a little blanket. And then my sister had this one. And this is how my sister dressed. She had a shirt just like this, but it was blue with stars, and then blue spandex she wore, and leg warmers. There's a little cheerleader. And a little Valentine girl. She says, I love you. Little girl holding a teddy bear. She's got a bottle and she's got braids. Those are nice. And another cheerleader. Sweet little baby with her eyes closed. One of the things they said about Cabbage Patch dolls was that they were unique. Each one was different. And they really kind of did a pretty good job of that. I mean, obviously they were not all different, but they had several different head molds. Oh, there's another one of these. They had several different head molds that they had, and they had, here's a little boy. They had several combinations of eye color and hair style. You could get braids or ponytails or just loop hair or even shag hair. And then, like, here's an example of the shag hair. And then glasses. They had ones with glasses and pacifiers. And of course, all the different outfits. And then the names and the birthdays were different. Here's another little aerobics girl. And the names, because they had to come up with so many names that were different. Little naked baby there. They, the names were often interesting, not your typical names. They didn't recycle the same names over and over. I mean, I'm sure they did, but they put them in different combinations, and they used all the names in the baby book. Look at her cute presents behind her back. I love this one. She's playing dress up. Look at that. Big purse that says Cabbage Patch Kids, and a big hat. Big shoes. And her diaper. So me and most of my friends, we would always, you know, kind of try and compare. And our Cabbage Patch Kids always, you know, there was something slightly different about each of them. This one's actually an eraser. I had a few of these too. So here's the whole collection of the cute little cabbies that I found. If you like this video, go ahead and like it up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I've got lots of other fun videos of vintage and new toys. Check out my blog, toy-addict.com, for lots of the same. I have some cute Cabbage Patch stuff up there right now. And tell me down in the comments, do you remember the name of your Cabbage Patch doll? What was her or his name? I remember I had 6. Jenny Lee I talked about earlier. I had one named Patricia. And I don't remember the other one's names. Shoot. Sorry, kids, I don't remember your names. Since I officially adopted you, I probably should. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.